In the last video, we explored the relationship between the United States dollar-Chinese yuan currency pair in the years of 2014 to 2024 and realized the Chinese yuan depreciated 18% against the United States dollar over the 10-year period. In this video, we'll examine the contributing factors in the major exchange rate movements of our currency pair. The yuan was at its strongest, trading at 6.02 yen to the dollar at the beginning of 2014. Then, in August 2015, China's central bank devalued yuan by slashing its central parity rate by 1.9%, sending a sharp wave of capital outflows from China. The State Administration of Foreign Exchange figures show the outflows from China reached a record high in September, further pressuring the weakened yuan. On October 1st, the International Monetary Fund internationalized the Chinese yuan by announcing it will be held as an SDR, International Asset Reserve. At the same time, PBOC announced Chinese yuan had hit a 6-year low. The internationalization of China's currency boosted market trust, but according to central banking, volatility stabilized for a period with dollar-yuan rising markedly in tandem with a broadly strengthening dollar since the beginning of October, which we can see here. China continued confidently, knowing that the weak currency would help boost China's local economy with cheaper and more competitive exports, further securing its position as a global trade elite. Forecasters expected yuan to trade at 6.8 to 6.9 by the year's end, which occurred in line with expectations when it reached its peak at 6.99 yuan to the dollar. In 2017, China's central bank decided to restrict capital outflows to prevent continued depreciation of yuan, entering a strict stabilization campaign and squeezing out those betting against the yuan. The yuan appreciated to 6.26 yuan to the dollar by 2018. In 2018, Trump's administration began enacting large tariffs on China, erupting in a U.S.-China trade war. Chinese yuan depreciated significantly with restrictions on its imports from 6.29 yuan to the dollar to 7.18 yuan to the dollar by the end of 2019. Then, COVID-19 pandemic erupted, and global economies halted. The Fed cut rates to nearly zero, which made China's rates relatively more attractive, increasing demand for the Chinese yuan. China's economy also went into a rapid recovery after COVID-19, buckling down on its trade surplus, increasing demand for Chinese yuan, and appreciating it to 6.32 yuan to the dollar in 2022. The next volatile shift in the chess game between the United States and China was about to occur. The Federal Reserve aggressively hiked rates between 2022 and 2023, and at the same time, China cut its rates, resulting in significant depreciation of the Chinese yuan. The yuan reached its weakest point at 7.36 yuan to the dollar between 2023 and 2024. When the PBOC decided it had had enough and would allow the market to decide its rate, in which it settled at 7.13 yuan just before 2014. It is of growing discourse about whether or not the Chinese yuan will replace the dollar as a global reserve. Trust in the United States dollar declines, and empires can only last so long. China has been quietly entering the play as a powerful contender, but what will happen in the future is still yet to come. Thank you for watching.